what I've been doing is I've actually kind of also gone back to like the basics and doing like a written day planner, making sure that I'm holding myself accountable. Like I'll put in the next day, like the people that I'm supposed to call, but I also have it tabbed out in Follow Up Boss. And I've been more proactive with utilizing follow ups, especially like calling people through it so I can listen back to my calls and then texting them as well. And then making sure that I have the Follow Up Boss app downloaded. So then that way all the notifications come in instantaneously. But I've also been putting in people's birthdays. So that's also been another thing for me to go ahead and follow up with people because I noticed for past clients, I wasn't putting in the home addresses and Follow Up Boss and marking them correctly, like closed or like I've been working on doing the stages more actively so I can easily track that. But also kind of just updating my database and calling people and being like, hey, like, what's everybody in your family's birthday? Just wanted to check in. I wanted to send birthday cards throughout the year. And then I'm plugging that into my calendar. And so like today I have a client's birthday that's today that a week ago I had a set like a timer set to write a handwritten card and send that out so it's more personalized. And then what I'm doing now is any postcards that I send, because I ordered like 500 postcards for 65 bucks. And I customized them with mine and Mike's info, and I'm handwriting them to people. That's something I learned from my last broker. And then I'm putting them like typing word for word what I wrote to them in Follow Up Boss and tracking it. So then that way, a week later, I can go ahead and follow up with them and be like, hey, did you get my note? And I remember what it is because one week I did like 30 handwritten notes, and no way I'm going to remember each personal note that I wrote to everybody. And then it makes it easier too for me to go ahead when I partner with somebody else and we're sharing Follow Up Boss so they can actually see what I wrote exactly in the note. So if they end up calling that individual, they can also kind of pick up what I wrote in the note and pick up those talking points too. So I've been trying to like more so personalize it. And then just really kind of driving people. Like I have the team VA every couple of weeks after like open houses or I upload new leads, take the new leads and their in contact info and actually upload those to MailChimp so they can also be added to my email newsletter too. And that way I'm not missing anyone, whether people told me they have an agent or not, and I still got their info at the open house, I still do that. And it basically just ties people back all the way to my all my socials and just tips each week and things to do around the Bay Area. So it's kind of more so like what I'm trying to focus on is more personalized because I don't want to do like any more salesy, like make it seem salesy and like just say, hey, this is why I'm checking in. And then I think one thing that I did learn from Sharon speak a few weeks ago was kind of mass emailing people about when interest rates drop. So I've kind of been doing that too, using Follow Up Boss and getting like the mass email and then putting it into Google. And I think it only lets you do a mass of 100 emails at once and pretty much emailing people like the taglines like interest rates dropping. And then you just say, hey, this is the interest rate for today. Let me know if you want me to continue reaching out to you and updating you on what's going on with today. It's just like 3 sentences, and I've gotten a ton of people that have hit me up through that in my newsletter. And I've just been trying to track it more easily and Follow Up Boss and like doing hashtags. So like investors, that's another thing that I'm trying to focus on is investors for any flips off market. So I've been working on doing like the hashtags and kind of separating them that way. So if I come across an off market or flip, I can just go tag investors and then pulls up everybody and I just pull up their emails and BCC them and a mass email. So then that way I'm not just missing anyone. And then you're sending it out to 30 investors at once. And then maybe you'll get like five that bite and then maybe write one or two, three offers.